Hey everyone, BrickLoot here today, and we're back with another episode of Ask Brick. So Ask Brick is my Q&A show here on YouTube where you ask me questions, and of course, I answer them in this Q&A format. If you do have any questions before we get started, please leave them down in the comments below, and without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So the first question is from a user that I'm going to butcher your name, I'm really sorry, but it's TTVIDK, TTT Asters IDK. What is the next project you're going to be working on? So I guess you've seen from my videos recently, I've just been working really hard to produce really great content. I've been working on my BrickLink store, which is something that I've been passionate about and working hard to do. But I think my biggest thing that I currently, right now, as of filming this video, working on is my Lego City. I've really let it be neglected for the last few months, ever since I moved my Lego room around a little bit. But the Lego City is something I really want to get back up. The last big project I just finished was definitely sorting my Lego collection. But now that the sorting's all done, I think I'm in a really good place. So what I want to continue to do is build the Lego City, and then it's probably going to be to downsize a little. And by downsize, I don't mean getting rid of sets, but I really have to go through my collection, find out the sets that I really like, that I really want to still keep on display, find the sets that I like, but I just don't need built or on display, and take those apart and resort those parts into my collection, or the sets that I like, I don't want on display, but I want to keep together and dismantle those and bag them up. So I think that's a big thing that's coming next, just because my backlog of Lego is still really big, but I have nowhere to put any of this new Lego. So I've got to start dismantling some things because it's just not possible for everything to be on display. But between that and my Lego City, those are my next big projects. A procrastinator asked, have you stepped on a Lego before? Yes, I've absolutely stepped on Lego. I try and keep Lego off my floor as much as I can in the other side of the studio where I do my building, but it definitely doesn't always work, and sometimes I have stepped on Lego, and yes, it is very painful. It doesn't get better. It hurts. Seb Human asked, how did you manage to get that many viewers and subscribers? I mean, did you just think one day I'm going to make a YouTube video? Honestly, no. I would say when I started making YouTube, I never thought I would become as large as I am now. I didn't think I'd get this many views or this many subscribers. It's still kind of surreal to me. I just wanted to make YouTube videos because I thought it looked like a lot of fun. Like, I was watching these, like the Brick Spy, the Brick Show, all these OG YouTubers who don't even make content anymore. I was watching them and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I want to do this. I want to be part of this community, I guess. So that's why I really started making videos. And yes, honestly, one day I just did start making videos. I filmed this video. I didn't even film the audio because I was afraid my parents would get mad at me for uploading things on YouTube. I was only 12, but I didn't ask. I should have. Don't upload without your parents' permission. But I filmed this video, didn't even have any audio, no lights or anything against a white backdrop. I was trying to recreate like the classic, white seamless. It wasn't white. It was very, very gray. But I filmed it, then filmed audio a little bit later on, and uploaded my first YouTube video. And I'm super glad I did. That was in July 2012, and it was a little mock that I had made of how to build a rising platform. But that was my first video. I started making more videos after that, and here we are today. And then I guess I just managed to get many viewers and subscribers by just really continuing to upload content, and of course making a few videos about will it float for Lego boats. Those videos definitely helped with the viewers and the subscribers. An Instagram user asked, how can you get Lego in bulk? Well, I would say if you want Lego in bulk and you just want parts, you don't care about sets or anything like that, honestly just go to your local Lego store if you have one. Their Pick-a-Brick wall, they've got so many great parts on the wall, you'll be able to just fill up a couple cups, and that's a really great way to buy Lego in bulk. I would say online marketplaces like Kijiji or Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or anything like that. Look for past collections, look for people getting out of Lego that just want to get rid of it. A lot of times if it's a kid's Lego collection, sets are all going to be dismantled and stuff like that, which is perfect if you just want to get the parts. And then of course if you just want bulk level, like a specific piece, definitely check out bricklink.com. You can check out my store at BrickLover18, BricksTO. It's on BrickLink. But yeah, BrickLink is a great place but it's a bit more expensive. Facebook Marketplace or like all those other online marketplaces if you just want to get a ton of Lego for relatively cheaper, but then the Pick-a-Brick wall is great for more specialty parts as well. But those three are the best, and then of course they've got like the classic boxes and stuff like that, but they also have a lot of more interesting parts, so I would say online third party would definitely be your best option. PD Bricks Film says, who is the best Lego designer? I don't know a lot of the Lego designer sets by name. There are so many really great designers out there, so many great fan designers, so many great official Lego designers, but I would say my favorite has to be Jamie Bernard, who used the Lego Masters on Lego Masters TV, also is a great Lego designer. He's designed so many of my favorite sets. After I met him in Billund, Denmark, if you want to check out that video, it's in the cards, but after I met him in Billund, I knew I was a huge fan of his sets. I knew I had purchased a lot of them, but then when I went on BrickLink and actually looked at the sets that he's released and the sets that he's talked about, or the sets that he's built, I was amazed by how many of them I actually own. So I would say he's definitely my favorite Lego designer. I love his style, I love his sets, and that's why I have so many of them in my collection. Corona Green asks, what is your absolute favorite type of Lego to build? Example, would it be creator expert, technic, architecture, etc., etc.? I would say my favorite kind of Lego to build would definitely be creator expert, because those sets they're really big, they're actually a little bit challenging, like they're a really good build. I love the city line, but those sets, they're just so easy to build. There's nothing really special, no crazy building techniques. So that's why I think so that's why I think Creator Expert is definitely my favorite line, just because they're bigger sets, they're like modular buildings and things that are around my age range. I also really like Lego Ideas sets and Lego Architecture sets, because again, with the Creator Expert, those sets I would say are geared a little bit more towards the older demographics of the Lego fans. Architecture sets are really great because they have to do so much in such a small build. They've got really unique building techniques, really small pieces, and they're fun and challenging to build. And then Lego Idea sets are just really cool because, again, they use such cool building techniques. They're normally for a more, an older demographics, but each set is also just really, really unique. So no two idea sets are the same because they're fan creations. So you might have the Wall-E set, or you might have like the Adventure Time set. Like those are two very different sets when it comes to building. Or like the NASA Space Needle, which was a very hard set to build, versus that that Minecraft set. Very different, but they're all really cool, and that's why I would say those are like my top three favorite like Lego themes to build: Creator Expert, Architecture, and Lego Ideas. And then of course things like Lego City are some of my least favorite, just because they're not like interesting to me. I like the sets, but the builds I can whip out a Lego City set in like 20 minutes. But some of these architecture sets, they take a bit longer. And then I would say Technic is definitely the most challenging for myself to build. I've only built a few Technic sets, but I know they take me way longer than a Lego Creator set would, or something like that. I would say those are my top 3 favorite Lego sets to build. But it's Lego. All Lego's fun to build, so I'll honestly build whatever. You give me a junior set, I'm going to build it. I just obviously won't enjoy it as much as the Creator Expert or something like that. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 more questions here before I wrap up this episode. This question is from Apprentice Build. Ask Brick, what is the worst Lego modular building? So I think it's safe to say I don't love like absolutely every modular building that has ever been released. But recently, I would have to say, well, a majority of the modular buildings I see, I love them. I'm like, oh, I want this one. I think the Parisian Restaurant is, I guess, the worst modular building. I own it. I haven't built it, actually. It's the only modular building I've ever bought with no intention of really opening. I bought it when I worked at the Lego store right before I left because I knew it was retiring soon, and I was like, this is one of those ones I feel like I'm going to regret it if I don't buy it. So I did buy it. I have it on my shelf. I can see it right now. I haven't built it just because it's not my favorite looking building, plus it doesn't really have a great spot in my Lego city. I might end up building it, who really knows, because as I said, I did buy it because I knew I'd regret it, and I knew modular buildings really go up in value, and I had the opportunity to buy it. But I just know, like, when it compares to the other modular buildings and like the new even the new bookshop, like I like that one a little bit better than I do the Parisian Restaurant. It's still a great set. I think it's really cool. It's just not like my style. I like the modular buildings that are like wall to wall that go, like even the Downtown Diner. I love that set, but I hate how it stops short of the 32 by 32 base plate, and I think that's my biggest pet peeve with like the Parisian Restaurant as well. I love like the corner garage where it's like it goes right to the 32 by 32 base plate. I love all the other ones. Even the bookshop where it's like 2 separate modulars, those ones are cool because you can break them up and it adds a lot more flexibility to your Lego room. But I would say probably my least favorite would be the Parisian Restaurant. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below, because I know this could be like a controversial one, or like everyone's going to have really different opinions. So let me know down below, what is your favorite Lego modular building, or I guess what's your least favorite Lego modular building? Because that's not the question, but the most favorite. But what is your least favorite? Mine's definitely the Parisian Restaurant. I did still buy it, but yeah, definitely my least favorite. And the last question for this week's episode is from Pizza Gaming Pizza. Ask Brick, why did you start YouTube? So I guess this is kind of bringing it back to a question I answered earlier. I wanted to start YouTube because I watched all these YouTubers making their videos. I watched, as I said, Brick Spy, The Brick Show, Nightly News at 9 when Brick 101 was still called that. Like, those were all YouTubers I really watched. I looked up to them. I thought they were really cool. And I was a very passionate Lego fan. And I really got started with the Lego community. There was this app called Rate My Lego. And then I got the Rate My Lego Pro. It's basically you took pictures of your Lego sets, your Lego MOCs, you put it on this app, and people voted on it, and they could comment on it. I believe it was really cool. So I got this like little setup. I got a white piece of paper from the dollar store because I was like, I want to take more professional mock photos, even though my mock sucked. And I put them on the site, and it was so much fun. I loved that. And then I started looking up Lego on YouTube. I used to watch like Ellen videos, TV shows on YouTube, and then I started watching. I typed in Lego one day, and then I started watching Lego City updates and all these random Lego videos. And that's when I was passionate about it. I was watching all these people and was like, my mindset was like, hey, I love Lego. I can do this as well. I liked video. I had I think my first video was edited on a software called VideoPad Video Pro, maybe. It was a paid software that I got for Christmas one year. Better than iMovie, I was so excited. I used that for several years. Then I went to Sony Vegas, and then I went to iMovie, and now I'm using Final Cut Pro. I started with a cool camera that I had. It was a video camera, and then I moved into another video camera, and then this DSLR right here that I continue to use. You would have seen my behind-the-scenes video on all that equipment. But it's just really evolved throughout the years, and I continue to do it because I really, really enjoy it. Like, this is not a full-time job. Why I do YouTube now? Because it helps pay for the space I'm in. I wouldn't be able to afford my office without YouTube, obviously. This is my side income, and that's why I really like YouTube. I don't think it's going to be a full-time job ever, and I'm not even hoping for it to be. Like, I like it being a hobby. I don't think I could be the kind of person to sit in this office 24/7 or like 9 to 5 and just make videos. Like, that's not me. I like to be with people. I need a bigger office space, maybe get more people in here. But like, as I said, not really a full-time thing that I want to pursue. But back to the actual question, why did I start YouTube? It's just because I felt inspired by all the different things that everybody else on YouTube is doing, and I thought it was something, hey, I can do this as well. And I'm super glad that I took that plunge and kind of did that. We all started with 0 subscribers, and it's been a really rewarding experience. It's got me a lot of great opportunities, and I definitely am really happy that I chose to start YouTube. And it's honestly just because I felt inspired and had that mindset, hey, these people are doing it, they're doing a cool job, I want to do it as well. I never thought you could make money from it. I never thought it could be a job. It was just because I was passionate and because I wanted to do it. Alright, so I think that was a pretty good episode of Ask Brick. You'll have to let me know down below what you think of the time. Looking at my clock here, it's a bit over than what I normally go, but I am looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Do you like these longer episodes, or would you prefer them a bit shorter? But anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. And of course, stay tuned for next week's episode of Ask Brick coming, well, next week. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.